Track number 5 is called Entwined. The main lick, the main rhythm I play throughout basically the whole song has been kicking around for a long time, and it's always been really special to me, and I always wanted to do something with it, and it kind of just sat on a shelf for maybe almost 10 years, 8 years, I don't know. And that was actually the first song that we wrote. I had shared that lick, that riff before with other people, and it never got any attention, it never got play, and it never turned into anything. I was always kind of bummed out about that, and so I don't know, I guess it was like a shot in the dark for me, or kind of just like like a confidence thing, or testing the waters thing maybe. And that was one of the first things that I showed of my riffs, my stuff that I'd had for a long time. And it was welcomed with open arms, and it was the first song that we wrote, and everyone picked it up and ran with it, and it turned into a song quicker than I could realize what was going on. And then all of a sudden it was a song, and we had lyrics, and the lyrics were perfect. And man, I guess to talk about confidence, like, it was a confidence booster right off the bat.
Sean kept coming into the bar that I was working at, and he would say, we should play guitar. Like, my stepdad told me that you're the guy, and like, let's do this. And I'm like, kind of okay. So eventually I cave, we exchange information, I show up at his mom's house, and we're playing in this little side room, like the computer room, on our little amps, and he starts playing me these different riffs, and I hear Entwined, and I'm just like, wow, this is really something. This is hitting into the kind of emotional territory that I know we can take all the way. So we kind of sat there and hashed it out, and then a week later I introduced him to Elliott, and 3 of us are playing it, and we've got the song figured out. So that was an early touchstone for us.
The first day we ever got together, pretty sure they wrote Entwined that day, like almost the whole thing before the band was even really together. Just almost day 1. Day 2 we wrote As She Feeds. It was like knocking them out of the park, just insanely quick.
I got to put some of my spin, my creative, riffs and licks and vibe on these songs, and it really set the tone for the rest of the time here that we spent together. That's a very, very special song. I got a couple solos in that one as well that I really enjoy.
They come together and they write these great songs, and the culmination of the efforts that are put together by these guys is something that I've had the privilege to be a part of, and I am just grateful to have the opportunity to contribute to such a great project. These guys have a lot going on, good attitudes, they're positive people. They do great work when it comes to writing music, and when they bring me something that's been written, the drum parts, they just come by themselves. So I'm just glad to be a part of that.
Man, that song hits a soft spot for me.
I want to say it's a sad song, but it makes me feel too good to be a sad song. It is quite a sad song. It's a little more of a heartbreaker on the album. But goddamn, it's delicate and it's beautiful. So.
It feels like a song that people can relate to in different ways. I think as a songwriter, you want to create something lyrically that hits people, in ways that you don't necessarily know, but it connects. I feel pretty good about that song lyrically. And it's just heavy and emotional and brooding, and it sums up a lot of the kind of music that I love to listen to and that I grew up listening to. So it's a big milestone for us.